The phone rang at 2:11 a.m. I didn't answer it. I stared at the ceiling, counting the seconds between vibrations, letting it die on its own. The room smelled like rain and old paper. The divorce papers were still on the nightstand, folded neatly, signed 6 months ago with a pen that never trembled in my hand. The phone buzzed again, then a text. "Please, I need you. They arrested him. I don't know who else to call." Her name lit up the screen like a ghost refusing to stay buried. I finally turned on my side and picked up the phone. I didn't unlock it. I just held it, feeling the weight of it, the irony, the timing. 6 months earlier, she had sat across from me at the kitchen table, fingers wrapped around a mug she wasn't drinking from, eyes shining with something that looked like honesty. "I think we married too young." She said it gently, like a diagnosis, like she was doing me a favor. I agreed just as gently. That's what scared her most. The night she said his name, her high school sweetheart, freshly returned to town, newly minted millionaire, she didn't say it with shame. She said it with wonder, as if destiny had finally corrected a clerical error. I watched her talk. I watched her glow. And somewhere deep inside, something cold began to wake up. At first, I told myself it was nostalgia, old love resurfacing, a harmless comparison. But I noticed the changes. The way she guarded her phone, the sudden gym memberships, the expensive perfume she never wore for me. She stopped asking where I was going. She already knew I wasn't where she wanted to be. I didn't confront her. I cataloged dates, excuses, patterns, late dinners that smelled like unfamiliar cologne, business trips that didn't line up with calendar invites. She started mentioning his name casually, testing it in the air. He's done so well for himself. He always believed he'd be someone. I wondered when she stopped believing that about me. The day she asked for a divorce, I had already accepted it. Emotionally, strategically. I let her think it was mutual, that I was relieved. I signed the papers without reading them twice. That was my first mistake, she thought. What she never understood was that I had already started reading something else. Public records are honest. Bank statements don't lie. And millionaires with sudden wealth tend to leave fingerprints everywhere. I didn't need a private investigator. I needed patience. I watched from a distance as she posted photos with him. Private jets, champagne flutes, hotel balconies overlooking cities she had never wanted to see with me. She looked lighter, freer. I looked closer. The companies tied to his name were shells. The profits circular. The investors recycled. The charity foundation a laundering funnel dressed in virtue. I bookmarked everything. When the indictment finally dropped, it wasn't a surprise. It was a confirmation. I was sitting at my desk when she called, crying this time. No elegance, no destiny. "They say everything was fake," she sobbed. "The money, the accounts. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know." I believed her. That didn't change anything. We met once, in a quiet cafe. Neutral ground. She looked smaller, stripped of confidence, like someone whose reflection had betrayed them. "I made a mistake," she said. "We could maybe fix things." I slid my phone across the table. Bank records, screenshots, timelines. Not of him. Of her. Transfers. Gifts. Property she'd quietly moved into her name before the divorce. Money she thought was safe. Untouchable. Her face drained of color. "I knew," I said calmly. "I just wanted to see how far you'd go." She opened her mouth, closed it. Her hands shook. "You married too young," I continued. "You were right. You just married the wrong kind of man afterward." I stood before she could cry. I left the cafe, the city noise swallowing her sobs, and felt nothing chase me. Back in my apartment, the phone buzzed again. Another message. "Please, I don't have anyone else." I deleted it without opening. Some lessons only arrive when the audience is gone. And some endings don't need witnesses.